Hey folks, welcome back to Man Performance and Minnesota's. Back with Joe Smith Forster, and we is going to do an inspection on a saw I picked up this weekend. Seen it come. Hey, you've probably seen my community post about it. If you haven't, check it out, or well, watch the video. This one actually. We picked this saw up over in Georgia, $75. Seen it on Facebook Marketplace. These deals are out there, folks. If you know Homelites, you'll know what this is. And no, it's not a 410. It is a 8800. It's the last professional saw series that Homelite put out before they were essentially downgraded into homeowner saws. It's the very last one. And I think it's one of their only piston port saws, if I'm correct. I can't remember about the 450. 550, 650, 750 series. I know my 410's a reed saw. This is a piston port saw. I do know that about them. Picked it up in Georgia, 45 bucks. It'll fire. It's got an air leak, but it fired up. Heard it run real quick. Shut it down. Gave the man $75. Said I'll take it. So we're just going to do a quick inspection on it. See what we ended up with. I already took the bar off. It came with a probably 20-inch bar. Chain was dull. You know it. Did have this dog on it. These dogs on it, which pretty decent. They look homemade, but pretty decent dog, honestly. Boy, if that ain't a clutch. Look how big that sucker is. Y'all see the size of that? Now, clutch bearing shot, absolutely shot in it. Springs look, that one's fairly strong. I may have to get some shoes for it. See if we can pick up a clutch, but definitely gonna need a bearing. Let's check out this side of it. Said I ain't looked at this a lick, so I literally just rolled up. He fired it up, gave him the money, and I left. That's it. Most of the time I tell you do a little more inspecting than that, but I wasn't passing this deal up. And I had other stuff I had to go do, so. See, in the carb area, looks fairly clean, honestly. Looks like stock lines. Looks like gas cap may leak a little bit. Yeah, she's clean down in there. Let's pull this top cover off, put the spark plug out to see what we got for compression. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and put that guy on. Yeah, it's in good shape. Filter is at least. These are very similar to like a Homelite 540. It says 88 cc's. There are a few differences from what I've heard. I don't know exactly what they are, but I've heard there are some differences. Let me go grab my impact, put my sights on it. These, like the 410, are like a bottom exit. See, we got, looks like 2 retainers there, and these 2 bolts. So let's see, those look like they're supposed to be a hex or Allen key. Probably worn down some. Nope. There's a handful over here. Not going to end up being that guy. Supposed to be at least. Nope. It's a star bit. I've seen one. Which one here be too small. Set it up there. Let's see. That's a smaller. That's a big boy. I don't think it's quite that big. That one seems a little bigger. Yep. We're gonna find the right one for it. And just right. Oh man. Oh, we got it to turn. Let's get this one. That one turned. Could go and find a star bit for my. What size is this? Of course, these don't have the sizes on them because they're Harbor Freight, like a T30 or something. It's a little loose. I may try to get it out with that. Let's see if we got a bigger one. And a star bit. That'd be close. Yes, that's pretty close. That's it right there. So don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. I got other projects I want to get to tonight. But we'll at least take a gander at her. She's definitely tight. Cross threaded one or the other. But them two is out. Pretty big muffler on it. Probably have a chance of doing a muffler mod on it. Let's see what size. Probably gonna be like a 10mm. If I were to guess. I'm a guessing man. Ain't gonna be that, ain't gonna be that. Let's see here. I guess it's a 10mm. Nope, it's gonna end up being like 11 or 12. So 11mm. Fits that one. Fit this one very well, but it does fit that one pretty decent. Might fit both of them. It's got a little retainer. Let's knock that down real quick. Little lock tab. See if we can get in this one. Get it open up some. There she goes. Bottom one's already off of that one. That's good. We gotta get that guy. Come down here at that angle. And we'll knock her out of the way. Alright. If it's that one, fine. Yeah, this 11mm. Let's see what she does. So we ain't going too off wind of this sucker right now. Wasn't overly tight. Wasn't tight at all. Here's my adapter. I threw it back in here. Yeah, I did not. Also, I just took it off. Help me find where I done sets it right there. There's where my other adapter is. Other socket. Go ahead and throw it up there. Alright, I should have it. Oh, do you have to pull the top cover to get it off? Or do you have to angle it out of there? Oh, I gotta pull this guy off. That bolt's holding it. Now they have this set in here. Alright, what size are you? Not that guy. Gonna be that small one I just had a minute ago. Right there. Of course, it's a lock nut. My pliers. There's it. tough being right-handed. My left hand ain't worth a darn. Weren't worth a darn. I think we're about out of it. Yep, we are. Let's see if we can just get this guy to come on out of here. There we go. Now we should be able to slide out. See that? I end up having to take off that top cover. Let's do it. We're already there. Sorry if y'all ain't able to see this. Going about as well as you could expect. Hey, it did have the gasket in it. See carbon in the exhaust port, so maybe it was running a little on the rich side before it developed the air leak, and hopefully it won't run long with the air leak. Oh yeah, that sucker ain't come off in a long time. Let's see. Here we go. Slide it on out of the way. Pull that guy up out of the way. Pull you out. Let's take a look down in here. Ooh, that cylinder looks nice. At least the piston does. Piston's golden on the exhaust side. There is not a single score. Oh wow. It is absolutely beautiful on this side. Holy cow. I don't think it was run long at all. I do not believe it was run long at all. I guess. Pull this guy off if I can. Pull spark plug out. See what she looks like down in there. That cylinder just moved? Hold on. I think the cylinder's moving. One spark plug cap on it was loose. Got a nice color to it. But hold on. No, that's just the power head moving from the tank. Take a look. Their exhaust side. And she looks oh wow. Yeah, it's a low hour saw. It is absolutely fantastic in there. Absolutely fantastic. So, we're gonna throw a pressure tester on it. See what she comes up with. Alright, got her about straight up and down. Let's pull her over. I'll lock her out, make sure she's off. I mean, it shouldn't, but not overly high. Yeah, she's sitting maybe at around 150 pounds. Give her a couple more, just be sure. Yeah, about 150 pounds is where she sits at. Which I don't know what these are supposed to run stop. That's not terrible. It's not overly low. It's a good sound. It's got enough of a thump. Can't do that by hand. There we go. Get the pressure off in it. So, about 150 pounds. Oh, you get that. It's a lot to work again too. Lock out. Choke seems nice and free. Don't know if a kill wire works. Test it. Sure none of that gunk gets down in there. Let's see if she's. I know she should have spark at it before, but we'll just be positive. Set her like that. Let's see. Yep, got to spark that way. Spark that way. So we're good. Probably going to throw a different plug in that, just because she's a little rusty on the outside. But for now, clean off her threads, and sit her back down in there so nothing gets in it. I'm gonna guess we probably got a boot leak, because these are boot, and that's probably where our leak's gonna be at. Right there. If I were to guess. But we will pressure test this in the future. Just not gonna be right now. Just wanted to get a good look at it. See what we had to work with. There we go. Should be tight enough. That's it. She got some pretty decent compression to her. I mean, 88 cc's, almost 90. We'll definitely have to get a, let's call that, maybe try to see if there's a clutch for it. At least a drum and a bearing. Let's go ahead and put muffler and stuff back on, but we don't lose it. Yeah, she's fairly low hour, I think. She ain't very grimy down in here. And we may look at, if we need to, pull off the cylinder because it got a base gasket leak. We may delete the base gasket on it and just run her up if I can. I ain't gonna, obviously I can't machine the cylinder down, but if I can, I may just delete it, get a little more compression back out of it. It says she ain't gonna run a whole lot, not in my hands. There she goes. Get her down in there. Get her started. There she goes. That should be enough. So we ain't gonna put the tabs back down because we will be back in it eventually. Go. I'd run them down with a screwdriver. Like I said, we'll be back in it. We gotta fix the air leak. Gotta put a clutch bearing in it at least. If not, a clutch drum. Drum looks pretty thin, honestly. But I think the inside, she's in pretty decent shape. Could I put a set of rings in it? Yeah. But 150 pounds, it's a fairly healthy saw, I think. I don't know how healthy it is for this, but the cylinder looks fantastic. Piston looks fantastic. So I don't think that's our issue. I think if anything, it's just gummy rings from either sitting or whatever else. I'll have to take a look inside this muffler one day, see if it's rusty or not, but that's another day. Go ahead and put that guy back through. Can. I'll start this so we don't lose it. I think she went like so. That's enough. That ain't gonna come apart with us. Turn around. But yeah, 88 cc's. I think it was made up until 1988. My research I did, which ain't a whole lot, but I did a little bit. Get her in this place. Something like that. There she goes. Sides down. Grab my. Ooh, had a limb hit the roof. Surprised it didn't dent it. Actually, it did a little bit. I'll have to check that out in the daylight. Got some big old trees around here. Real big. About 100 and between 100 and 120 foot tall. They old loblolly. Probably wanted to start taking some of them down the next couple of years because they're starting to drop limbs. They still green, but I think they're dying. Go ahead and set this guy back on there. Man, it's amazing that that's still on there. Look how nice those are. I truly don't think it was that high of an hour saw at all. I think she was pretty low hour. But like I said, we got other projects that are still torn apart. Don't want to tear apart another one, at least not right now. But we'll order at least that. Actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and order that. And then whenever we get freed up, we'll do a pressure test on it, see where she's leaking at, then we'll order parts for that. It does not have a brake flag. It's gone. I'm not overly worried about it. I don't use many of them anyways. And I don't know how hard I'd be able to find one for this because of how little they were produced. It's not a high produced model. Like I said, it was right there at the end before their professional line got shut down. I don't know if, I imagine it's right around the time they got bought. Because I think, like I said, I think it only ran to 88, and it was right after the 540. This serial number, or UT number, is 10731C. So I have to look up, because I know there's a couple different IPLs depending on what your UT number is. The line number, essentially. But that's it. 88 cc's. Last of the professional Homelites built. Very similar to the 410s. It's the most modern of their renditions of their professional saws. Almost eerily similar to like a Johnson Red. I mean, heck, see how it's set up? I'm gonna grab my 920 Johnson Red. Do you see the similarities? I mean, this got more AB mounts in it, I imagine. But, top cover, oil tank, gas tank, and the handle. Carb adjustment. Heck, even the starter housing, look how similar it is. Muffler design, similar. They were catching up to the Johnson Reds, the Husqvarnas, the Steels, but I said that point they went under, got bought out. I forget what happened first or what happened, and they got shut down. But they were a very, very prolific, proficient, very popular brand, professional and homeowner up until then. I mean, and very good saws. I grew up on a XL12, like for years, cut firewood, XL12. So they are built to last. They're very, very heavy duty saws. They were. The new ones, they're just homeowner box or junk. But these were very, very, very good saws. And I'm so excited to be able to have, especially this one. I like I have that 8200cc Mac, which is the last of the 80cc's, and last professional model Mac built, from my knowledge. I believe it was the last one. Double Eagle 80 was before it. I like having the last one that were made, just to see the latest and greatest changes they did to them before they went out. So yeah, I'm super excited to have this. We'll be getting into it fairly soon. Got some other projects before that. We got our McCulloch 125 sitting down here. We're about to get into it tonight. Like I said, got a couple saws I'm gonna sell, just because I've got a fan full of multiples of them. I don't think I'll ever get to some of them and whatnot. And then we got a Dolmar, parts Dolmar, that I've got a 85cc big bore that I'm gonna put on it. We're gonna build it. What else? Oh, got a Husqvarna 2100 or 2101. I gotta go see, look in the box. Picked it up not long ago for a pretty darn good price. Needs a piston, cylinder. Everything else is there. So we'll be getting in that fairly soon. Probably just gonna put it back at stock. I got my 1100 that's ported, not heavily ported, but ported, for that. And then we got our 1010, right hand start 1010 I'm gonna get into. Wanna get back into our Husqvarna 55, gotta run that one. And then got some more Macs I wanna port. Gotta get my 372 back going. And yeah, that's about it. So hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like what you saw, please hit that like button. Want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And we will catch y'all on the next one. Hope y'all have a blessed night. Know Jesus loves you. Thanks, y'all.